Okay, as you can see, I have all the stuff laid out on the table. So this covers the ABCs of first aid, everything here does, and also covers the 3 combat killers, which are tension pneumothorax, bleeding, or severe hemorrhage, which is severe bleeding, like tourniquet bleeding, and airway obstruction. So we'll start with airway obstruction. Like I said, I'm going to consider CPR mask as airway. You can use that. You don't have to have that, but you know, you really don't want someone's fluid inside your mouth, and that can cause problems for you down the road too. So I would suggest having one of those, although they're not necessary. Like I said, this is a full oral airway kit, -1 size. It's in my HIFAC. 2 nasal pharyngeal airways with the lube that goes with them. 128, 136. So I got a good base there. So that's airway. That's what I got covered for airway. You could do the surgical airway kit, but that's higher than a kite. Not too many people out there knows how to use those. I'm not for sure if EMTs know how to use them. I'm not for sure on that. I believe paramedics do, but I don't know about EMTs. So you're really going to have some trained person on site to be able to do that. But so these, what I carry, the two main types, I guess, of airways is the oral and nasal, and a CPR mask. Next, this brings us to tension pneumothorax. This is a decompression needle. I would advise you to buy the one in this pin style, so it not only protects it, it's sterile, and it also doesn't puncture through the little. Some of them come in like a little plastic sleeve that these come in. I would suggest getting one like this. Although it's an extra $2 or $3, it's worth it. Not poking through this stuff. And of course, Halo Seals to seal a sucking chest wound, because basically these go hand in hand. Basically what happens is every time they breathe in, it just traps air in their stomach, pushes all their organs up towards the left side of their body, chest cavity, and it's just a big air pocket. You need to use the decompression needle, and you need to use Halo Seals to seal the sucking chest wound, so another tension pneumothorax does not occur. And Halo Seals seem to be, these and Asherman chest seals seem to be the most popular and most used, and I've seen these used more than Asherman's. Next, this brings us to bleeding. I have a good amount of bleeding supplies in here because I believe that is the #1 reason of death. Like I said, I have these 2 gauze rolls, the basically huge blood sponge, the TK4 tourniquet, H&H compressed gauze, 2 hemostatic agents, which are going to be QuikClot and Celox. Both, I believe, are 15 grams. This is a granule powder form, and this is in a bag slash gauze mix. Right here is the QuikClot. Then I have a Z-Pack dressing. Then it brings me to my main bandages. This is a 4-inch OSOE, why did I say OSOE? TACMed Solutions O-lace bandage. Losing my voice. You can see the little symbol there. TACMed Solutions is the bomb. I've got a 6-inch in my IFAC. This is a cinch tight. This is more abdominal size, I believe. It folds one more way this way and one more way this way. And it has a hook, I believe, on it. Yeah, right there you would hook the strap around itself and wrap it almost kind of like a TK4 actually. And then I have what everybody knows, an Israeli Izzy dressing. I believe this is in the U.S. Army issued IFAC. So if that tells you anything, this stuff is good stuff. Okay, so that's our main 3 right here. Next, we're going to want to move up into our not necessities, I guess you could say, but stuff you'd want to have. Like I said, this is for like stuff that Band-Aids won't fix, but then again, you don't need to break out an O-lace bandage. That's what that's for. This is for after the fact stuff, for stuff like that. These other big dressings, you'll just leave that on, but this is for, you know, your bigger cuts. And some petroleum soap gauze, that goes along with this and this. So I've got 2 ways of treating burns. That's a pretty big one. It's not in the main 3 though. We'll talk about this in a second. I have a ripped package. It was never sterile, but I just accidentally ripped it, I guess. It's a crap, what's that stuff called? Coflex. Coflex and OD Green, 2-inch, and a 2-inch 3M Durapore. Tube of alcohol, flashlight, Sharpie, chem light, shears, and knife. Let's go back to this. This is what's known as an oral IV. It says here, add a 16 ounce of water or directly consume. Warrior Wound Care, who it's by. Rapid rehydration. Supports recovery from strenuous exertion. Helps maintain heightened concentration of alertness. Promotes oxygen uptake at the cellular level. Facilitates removal of cellular waste byproducts. Supports the production of energy in the mitochondria. So basically what this does is, when you get dehydrated, your body basically shuts a lot of the stuff down, and there's an organ in your body, I forgot what it's called. This probably has a little bit of salt in it, just a tiny bit, but salt is what runs that organ or organelle, or what organelle is inside of a cell. But basically what happens is it runs out of salt. That's why you don't need a lot of salt, but you need the just right amount to keep your body going. So that's why a lot of people carry little salt packets. So basically what this is going to do, it's going to give that organ the energy it needs to accept the water that you put in your body, because it will take it a while to accept that water. So that's why a lot of people pour salt into a bottle of water, shake it up, and give it to the person, because that salt will reactivate and give that organ energy that it needs to process that water to get you rehydrated again. So that's why it says stimulates mitochondria, or something. Yeah, so it may be, it's the mitochondria inside the organelle that makes it work. Gives the organelle energy by the mitochondria, because the mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell. That's where it gets all its energy, like in plants, photosynthesis. There you go. That's where it gets all its energy. So that's where that works and comes into play, especially with paintball. A lot of people get dehydrated quick. We've had 2 or 3 guys get dehydrated on our team, not including other guys. This will not do as good as an IV. This does not replace an IV. This will help if no one can put an IV in. Or if someone's showing signs of dehydration, sit them down on the field, give them one of these, wait about 15 minutes, and you're good to go if they're not showing any more signs. So there you go for that. I'm going to try to wrap this up real quick. Where's the bag at? Where did the bag go? The bag's over here with paint. Here's the bag. Like I said, it's a Condor outdoor deployment bag. Oh yeah, add one more thing to this. Fractures and this, well, there you go, fractures, but really compound fractures, just regular fractures. That would be very common on a paintball field. I'd say the most common thing on the paintball field would be fractures and breaks, or compound fractures, and dehydration. Most common things. Also, you know, stuff like this, rolled ankles. You know, a lot of physical injuries more than you know, cuts and stuff that you would need QuikClot for. It's more of a skeletal deal, I guess you could say. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.